Okay, so question 8. Find angles P and Q in the diagram. Right. Now, we need to draw another parallel line in the center. Okay, so P we can find because its angles at the point is 360. So we can find P, right? But we need this parallel line to find Q. Okay, so first part, very simple. Angle P, right, is 360 minus 270 equals to 90. Right? Is it 90? Yeah, 90 degrees. Okay, so angles at a point. Equals to 360 degrees. Okay, so from here we need to find Q. And the only way you can find Q is because I want to use alternate angles. So the first alternate angles will be here. So I know Q is here. Right? Then the second alternate angles that I want to use would be here. Okay, second alternate angles would be here. Right, so I know that Q plus 42 equals to P. Okay, so that's what I'm going to write. Because angle P equals to angle Q plus 42, right? And the reason is because they are both alternate angles. Why? And what is the parallel lines that I can use? Okay, now I'm going to because I combine two equations together, right? So I'm going to label this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? So I can do this, right? Because I added the line, so I'm going to label it F, G, okay? I'm going to write there DE is parallel to FG, is parallel to BA. Which is why we can do two alternate angles like this, right? 1, 2. Okay, so Q P is 90 degrees. Angle Q plus 42. Okay, again our balancing scale. So here minus 42 plus 42. Right? So I'm not going to write this down because this is 0. So I get angle Q 90 degrees. Oh sorry, this is not plus, this is minus. Minus 42. So from here, minus 42. I'm gonna switch sides. Angle Q equals to 40 degrees. Alright, quite simple, huh? Right, all you need to know and be familiar with is the additional parallel lines. Okay, last question for review exercise B before we go on to the work examples for chapter 7. Right, so from here, show that CD is parallel to EF. Right, CD is parallel to EF. Okay, so most of you actually got this, but I think the way you write your statement is the issue I had. Okay, so angle angle AB, because they don't have this point here, right? So from here, what I'm going to do is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay, I, J. Alright, so I'm going to label that angle BID equals to angle AJF, both 90 degrees. Okay. Alright, so I need to write my statement. Since angle BID equals to angle AJF, equals to 90 degrees. This means, this means that CD is parallel to EF. Okay, so we need to write this statement properly. Then we want to find the value of A. Right, so there's many ways we can find the value of A because we know that this one is parallel. Okay, so how do we go about doing it? Right, one way would be, I'm going to use corresponding. Okay, so I have this corresponding angle here. So this angle equals to 132. Right? So let me say IJK. So I'm going to label this K. Right, I'm going to label this point K. Right, so I can mark out this angle. So angle GKF equals to 130 degrees because of corresponding angles, right, or corresponding angles, because CD is parallel to EF, right? Then from here, I'm going to put there angle A is 180 degrees minus 130 degrees equals to 50 degrees, right? Because angles on a line equals to 180 degrees. Alright, then we'll get angle A as 50. Okay, so this concludes review exercise 6.